my name is Julia Kamau, and I'm the head of programs for Seed Savers Network. Today we are very happy because we are the people hosting farmers from the different areas in the Mau cluster. We are hosting farmers from Mariashoni area, from Mauche, Mau Narok area. And in this project, we are the ones training them on sustainable farming practices. As a network, as Seed Savers Network, we have been able to lay a good ground on how to train farmers in a proper way and training them in a practical, simple way where they can understand practically how they can go back home and train other communities. So for this work, we are targeting to train over 500 farmers. And also we are integrating research. As a farmer organization, we are very happy to collaborate with a research organization like the World Resources Institute, WRI. They have given us this opportunity to be able to train other farmers. And for us as a farmer network, we are happy that we shall be able to do research with farmers with the support of WRI, be able to document how effective agroecology is as a way of ensuring that we have sustainable livelihoods. And of course, the issues of seed are the foundations and the basis of any food system. And when we start talking about sustainable farming, we cannot ignore the seed. What seed are we using? Are we sufficient? Do we have enough seed access? And also, are we using our indigenous seeds and also conserving our indigenous foods? So we are really excited today, and we look forward to the rest of the week. Already, as you heard from other farmers, it was a short tour of the farm, but already they are learning, and they will learn the entire week. We'll have a lot of field excursions. They'll go to the field and see what other farmers have been able to do. Issues of access to potato seed is an issue. Most of the farmers in those areas plant potatoes as a main crop, and we shall also have discussions on how they can they can be able to keep their own clean potato seed. So that is our aim, because here in Kenya, access to potato seed is a challenge to even the farmers themselves. Yeah, among many others, their lands are very slopey. They will learn how to do proper contours, how to integrate proper agroforestry techniques, and all that. Thank you.
Lynn Mwathi. I'm the Crops and Agribusiness Officer, Molo Sub-County. And I can say representing the county government here today, the Nakuru County in general, it is actually a very privileged thing because one, we are having a lot of challenges with our farmers, especially when it comes to the safe use of pesticides. And whatever I have come to see here, whatever we are promoting right now, to go, the organic way, to start with the organic way, and also to be able to conserve our environments, because also we are doing researches, and the research is showing that we're also losing bees in our area, which are very important in also doing the issues of pollination in our land. So right now in Molo Sub-County, I will say that this is actually a very important program that is going to get that message down back to our farmers. Also, we are having issues of nutrition as we are speaking. Mothers are struggling in terms of, we are having some coming to our hospitals and they are having malnutrition. And sometimes it's because we also we are maybe planting one type of crop in that area, which is also, we are trying to advocate the issue of agroecology, whereby you can have different sources of foods from your farm, which can actually help us also combat the issues of nutrition in our county. And that is going to reduce so much in terms of the billions of money we are using to also combat these nutritional issues we are having in our county. Also, I can say that the fact that we are having issues with our soils, we are having a major issue right now with bacterial wilt, and we are getting black leg. That is why also having potato seeds, especially in those sides of Mau, is becoming an issue. This can actually help with our soils, because now we can find a way maybe of cleaning that soil so that we can be also able to have these potato seeds readily available to our farmers. Also find ways of storing that seed. There's a big shortage. There's a very big shortage, and our farmers are being taken advantage of a lot. But I hope that this program that is coming, the message that is going to be taken down there is going to also help with combating that issue. So thank you.
Kwa majina ni Emily Kirui kutoka sehemu ya Mareshoni, natoka jamii ya Ogiek. Siku ya leo nimefurahia kuwa mahali hapa kujifunza mambo mingi ya kilimo ujuzi na pia kilimo biashara. Kwa sababu vile mambo yenye nimepitia kiasi kwamba nimeanza kujua kuwa mbegu huwa ni kitu unajitengenezea. Kwa sababu inafika wakati unakosa fedha ya kununua mbegu. Lakini unapokuwa na hiyo unakuwa na hiyo ujuzi ya kuchagua mbegu, hata kama itafika wakati una pesa uko na mbegu zako kwa nyumbani. Ya pili, kitu kingine nimeanza kujifunza hapa ama yenye naanza kujifunza ni kwamba mimi nitakapokuwa na hiyo ujuzi hapa, naenda kwa nyumbani mashinani, naanza kuwashare na hao watu wengine, wakulima wenzangu, jinsi ya kuhifadhi mazingira, kwa sababu hii kilimo ni kupanda miti, na miti ni yenye itakuwa chakula, na pia miti yenye italeta mazingira mzuri nyumbani, kwa sababu siku hizi kumekuwa na ile hali ya tabia nchi. Sasa kwa ile kumekuwa na hiyo maneno ya climate change, kumekuwa kwa sababu ya shida moja ni ile tunakata miti, tunalima mpaka chemichemi ya maji, yenye mvua ikinyesha huwa inabeba mchanga, na tunapokuwa hapa ndana kuwa na hiyo ujuzi ya kujitengeneza jinsi ya kuzuia kubeba kwa mchanga. Tena pia tunaanza kupanda miti yenye itakuwa kwanza ni matunda, zingine ni ya kukulisha ng'ombe, na hata pia zingine yenye inatusaidia siku za usoni. So mahali tunapokuwa hapa nimeanza hata kabla hiyo mafunzo nimeanza kuona ile what you call ile introduction yenye nimeanza kuona ni kwanza sasa nimeanza sasa kufikia ile lengo langu, kwa sababu mimi ninakuwa kiongozi katika jamii, na vile tu ninaanza kuona ile sasa ile uongozi wangu nitasha na wengine tunaanza kukuza, kwa sababu kuna baadhi ya vijana na hizo vijana tunaanza kuwashia nao, kwa sababu miaka napoenda hata sisi mambo zingine miaka zinarudi na hata tunaanza kuachia wengine, na inakuwa kitu ya maana ninapokuwa naelekea kwa uzee yangu, tunaanza kushikilia wengine wajue umuhimu wa kilimo biashara, kwa sababu vijana siku hizi hakuna kazi, lakini wakianza kuwa na huo ujuzi wa ukulima pia nao wanaanza kuwa na fedha yenye atajisaidia kimaisha. Ya pili, kitu kingine nimekuja kurealize kwamba tunapokuwa tunazidi kupanda miti, ile environment ya climate change tunaanza kuibadilisha, kwa sababu sehemu zetu za Mau mali inategemewa kwa chakula na hata maneno ya maji. Sasa kumeanza kuwa na upungufu ya mito, kwa sababu mito zimeanza kukauka, kwa sababu watu wamekata chemichemi ya maji. Miti asilia zingine zimeanza kupotea. Sasa nimeshukuru kwa sababu sasa hapa naanza kuona sasa jinsi tutaporejesha zile variety yenye imeanza kupotea. Kwa sababu tunapojifunza jinsi ya kuchagua ile mbegu yenye sasa tutahifadhi, kwa sababu hatutaipotesha zile mbegu zetu yenye tukako za asilia, na hata yenye sasa watoto wenye kizazi kinakuja watakuwa wanajua hii miti haikupotea. Nimeshukuru kwa sababu vile hii shirika wametushikilia paka mahali hapa, naambia Mungu asante, kwa sababu hii privilege nimeipata, pia nami nitaenda kushare na wengine, kwa sababu sitaenda kukaa nayo na hii elimu nimepewa. Hata mimi nitafanya kuwa ni kazi yenye nitaingia kwa kwa vikundi ya vijana na wamama, na hata kwa vikundi ya wazee, kwa sababu ninashiriki kwa kikao ya wazee. Baada ya kumaliza yote AOB yangu, nitakuwa naambia umuhimu wa kuhifadhi mazingira, kwa sababu mazingira tutakuwa tunapanda chakula, na hiyo ni part ya kilimo biashara. Na tena hiyo matunda yenye itakuwa tunajenga mili zetu, kwa sababu hautakuwa unakula pesa bila kuonja kwanza ile chakula umetoa kwa shamba. Ya santene.
Amare twajitagwa Caroline Njiru, tutagawira na World Resources Institute ta landscape manager, na goko Greater Rift Valley tura aririria uhoro wigie na kuruta uhoro wigie landscape restoration na uhoro wa urimi, uhoro wa integration ya agroecology in landscape restoration, kuruta wira na arimi nigetha mahote ku adopt sustainable land use practices. Tondu ni turona uria urimi ureko ni arimi no nginya tuhote to adopt sustainable land use, na tungiaga ku adopt sustainable land use practices ana uhoro wa landscape restoration ndugituika sustainable, na nikio mothe twi haha twi twina SSN Seed Savers Network tukinyitanira uhoro wigie training of trainers arimi aria maguthie kuria mashinani mahote guthomithia arimi acio aingi tuni tui murimi agithomithio ni another farmer ni mahotaga ku adopt na ihenya na nikio twi haha umuthi ni tura train arimi will be trainers na mathie kuria Mau ni makota gu train other farmers ona uhoro wa tree based restoration kuhanda miti ni tuyona thirikari ni very keen uhoro wa 15 billion tree campaign na uhoro uyu tureka na arimi no go contribute uhoro wigie landscape restoration na agroecology.
Amaretwa njitagwo James Waitito kuma Mau Narok. Mau Narok ni ndi mukurima na to ni ndi gukunyiki turehetwo ku ni WRI ni undu wa gutuonia njira njega cia ukurima tondu ta ithu tuika thiini wa hakuhi na mutitu wa Mau Narok forest mutitu ni wathukangirio na mutitu ucio urathukangirio ni maratuonia njira uria tungihota kuucokia kuhanda miti magatuhe mbegu cia miti magatuhe miti ya mingurwa tukahanda na ningi ni twi wega wa miti mbura yaura irio citu ni tuikana njega na ng'ombe na kina mai mayare toithi meguteithia mateithagia nginya ona andu aria meri Victoria na ningi ni undu wa rĩera rĩega rĩera rĩrĩ to Kenya ni bururi mugima kana thĩ ng'ima koguo na macio manyinyi tugucokeria ngatho WRI ni undu wa wĩra uria githomo kiria maratuhe uria tungihota gu control tĩri utune tutige gukuria irio cia muthemba umwe na tuhuthagire fertilizer handu ha kuhuthira fertilizer area fertilizer tukahona fertilizer ino natural ithondeketwo kuma kwi mimea.
Thank you very much for having me. My name is Robert Mbeche. I'm the director of the food program at the World Resources Institute in Africa. This is WRI. And in WRI, we work to support people to live well with nature and also reduce the impacts of climate change. And as part of that, we have a number of programs, one of which is to restore degraded lands. And we are doing it here in the Greater Rift Valley. And as part of that, a key activity is to grow trees that then allow restoration of degraded lands, allow for people to have fodder for livestock, harvest trees, and so on. But in addition to that, we realize that other than protecting ecosystems, farmers need to have sustainable food. And as part of that process, we are now training farmers on sustainable approaches to produce their own food. Part of the restoration program works on protected areas, but a big part of it works on farmlands. And if farmlands are not restored properly, food is not produced sustainably, then people might end up going to the forest, damaging wetlands and so on. So as part of our training today, we have brought together restoration champions and farmers that are being supported to grow trees under the Terra Fund project. And we have brought them to build their capacity to produce food sustainably through agroecology. As you know, agroecology is an approach of producing food that combines economic, so that farmers are able to produce more food efficiently using nature-based solutions, such as, for example, bioinputs. But in addition to that, agroecology is not just about producing foods using sustainable approaches. It goes beyond sustainable food production practices to include integrating gender and equity in the way we produce and sell and consume food. It also takes into account aspects of taking care of ecosystems. So it has the economic aspect where farmers diversify. It has got the social aspect where we then have to take into account issues around gender, benefits going to women, to the youth, to marginalized communities. But also it takes into account the ecological aspects. We need to be able to take care of our ecosystem so that we have enough water in our rivers, we have enough biodiversity, we have pollinators. So this is an approach that integrates our interest for making money, economics, our interest to take care of the environment and nature, that is the biodiversity, and our interest to take care of smaller farmers, the marginalized members of the society, but also women, youth, and so on. So that is what we call agroecology. It's not just about producing food sustainably using practices such as, for example, organic agriculture, using bio-input, diversification. It goes beyond that to include taking care of people that are not benefiting a lot from the system as we speak today. So the idea now is that while we have been promoting tree-based restoration, growing of trees, we recognize that these farmers on their farmlands, if food is not produced sustainably, then this is not going to be successful. So we have brought them here for our training, or trainers of trainers. These are lead farmers that will be trained, capacity build around agroecology, around the practices, around how we improve the food system, around how we engage on policies of the food system in Nakuru County, and so on, so that then they can train farmers from their local areas. We think that this approach is the way that can allow us to scale. We are training 40 trainers of trainers, and these are lead farmers. But we have also brought extension officers from the government in these areas. We have also brought project or lead extension officers from the organizations that have been supported to deliver restoration. And together, they will craft training for smaller farmers in their own areas. And we are saying that restoration, food system transformation must be locally based, must be run by local organizations. And so that is why we have brought them here today for this training, so that then they can deliver that training to the farmers. And we hope, and our target is that we can be able to scale this across the 50 or so champions that have been supported by the Greater Rift. Yes.
Kwa marĩtwa njĩtagwo Julia Nyawĩra na njikaga wĩra na Seed Savers Network. Ithuĩ nĩ andũ arĩa mahifadhaga kana maigaga mbegũ citũ cia ũndũire, mbegũ citũ cia tene, na mũno ũngĩrora thaa ici communities nĩ matete mbegũ ciao cia tene, na rĩu wĩra witũ nĩ kũrehe mbegũ na gũbundithania maũndũ ma kũrĩma wega, tondũ thaa ici nĩ tũrarĩma na ndawa nyingĩ mũno mĩgũnda-inĩ itũ. Rĩu na nĩ tũthũkĩtie mĩgũnda, tũthũkĩtie nginya ona maĩ ma kũnyua, na rĩu nĩ tũkenete mũno tondũ nĩ tũnyitanĩte mbaru na WRI, World Resources Institute, na ũmũthĩ tũratrainia arĩmi na tuna target ya kũnyitia arĩmi ta 500 mũico-inĩ wa training ici, na nĩ tũgwĩka utafiti wa kuonania gũtũmĩra maũndũ ma biopesticides na maũndũ ma nature nĩ mararehe solution. Rĩu hau niho mũno tũreka wĩra ũcio, na nĩ tũkenete mũno tondũ nĩ ithuĩ tũratrainia arĩmi ta shirika. Yes. Rĩu arĩmi aya othe maumĩte mũtitũ wa Mau, maikaraga hau hakuhĩ na mũtitũ wa Mau, na rĩu ũgakora mũno mahandaga ta o one type of food, na rĩu ĩyo nĩ affect nginya nature, na rĩu training ĩno nĩ mekũhota kuona ũrĩa mangĩhanda irio tofauti mĩgũnda-inĩ yao, na through that nĩ mekũhota ona kũ-integrate nginya mĩtĩ, kuongerera population ya mĩtĩ mĩgũnda-inĩ, na rĩu nĩ tũkũhota kũ-restore Mau ũrĩa yakoragwo. Rĩu nĩ tũkenete mũno. Thank you.